Going live. Go live. You're live. Woo!
Woo!
Hello. We're here. Cool. Okay. Everything works. Nice.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. Hi. Welcome to our lesson. We're excited to have you here. We're just going to give it a few minutes for people to join in. So hang out, say hi if you want. We're just going to be here.
Grab a beverage.
Yeah, drinking lime water because it's warm out, so. Yeah. All right, couple people tuning in.
How are you lovely people doing today?
I hope you're good. I went outside today, I went for a walk in the woods, and it was beautiful, and I saw a bunch of turtles, and that was really cool.
And I went around the neighborhood for a run, and I saw a bunch of cars, but it was still beautiful.
All right, well, let's get started. You're ready
Let's
to
do
go?
it.
All right, so a little bit of a warm up. Go ahead, bring your arms around. Warm up your shoulders. Other direction, bring them back. Maybe up your neck. Go ahead and look side to side. Warm up your neck a little bit. Shake out your wrists, shake out your hands. Yeah. All right, now move your hips. Torso. Body back and forth. Do some flossing if you feel like it. All right, and let's warm up your legs. Back your knees together. We can still do some crazy knees and some crazy legs. Always crazy legs. All right, so hopefully that warms up your muscles just a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit more of a warm up with our basic step. So this lesson today is all about taking that basic step, our 8-count basic, and making it a little more advanced. So we're gonna think about it a little bit more in a more advanced way instead of just, oh yeah, step, step, triple step, 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 steps, triple step. I can't even say it. And we're gonna just think about like, what are we actually doing with our steps? So the thing we're gonna start with is just doing our basic step on our own. So just step, step, triple step, 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 triple step. Yep. Doesn't have to be particularly fast. I should, but okay. Hop, hop. I should, I get, I
Go.
hop, but yeah. Shoot, back. Now, as you're doing this, I want you to think about actually picking up your feet. So we don't want lazy triple stepping. Boom, boom. Obviously, we can't see you because you're at home, but we trust that you're actually picking your feet up and making those steps, even just for like half of this lesson, if you want to do that and work on that and getting your body used to that. Then the other thing I want you to think about is when we're triple stepping, we're going into the ground. So I'm not going triple step and thinking up, I'm going triple step. And I'm thinking down into the ground. Boom. Step, step, down to down. Boom, 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 shoot, shoot, Now, of course, I'm bringing my body down a little bit to emphasize that, but you don't have to do that. Just take step, step, triple step. So you're always grounded. If you stop in the middle of a triple step, you're not up here, you're down here. Yeah. So you're always grounded. You're always going into the ground. And that's a trait of those African dance roots in Lindy Hop. Very into the ground and grounded movement. So we really want that. We also want you to have a pulse. So you always want to have that pulse in your whole body. You don't want to just be doing the steps. We want your whole body to move along. a shoot, ba-da, a hip, ba, da, get it, a shoot. Ba-da, hip, da, get it, hip, ba, shoot, ba-da, hip, ba, shoot, ba. Yeah. So, now that we've covered just the steps, we want you to take that in any direction you can think of. This is a great exercise to do with music. I highly recommend Ella Fitzgerald's Smooth Sailing for this particular exercise. If you want to, after this whole live stream is over, maybe turn that song on and just do this basic step. The cool thing about doing this basic step is you can do it anywhere and practice this. But what we want you to do is move around with it. Like, you don't just have to stay in one place. You don't just have to go forward or go in a circle. Okay. But you can go wherever you want. Boom, hop, boom, hop. You can turn either direction. You can go forwards. You can go backwards. You can go sideways. You can crisscross. Hey, hi Shelby. This is Shelby.
Hello.
Oops, sorry. I was like, who's knocking on the door? So yeah. So you can really think about that basic step, and we really want you to think about moving your body in different places. The way you go different directions is actually by moving your whole body. Boom. I'm moving forward. I'm moving backwards. I'm going in a circle. And everything's staying connected. So I'm not just like doing something weird like this. I'm actually boom, 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 shoot, but moving everything together. All right. So when we partner that up, it looks like this. A back, step, triple, step, step, and triple step. A back, and triple, and step, and triple step.
Still keeping those feet up, still keeping our weight above our whole body, and moving our whole body as we're moving, not just our feet.
Whole body, and it's all connected, especially when you're connected to another person. So, just like our regular basic step, or just practicing it by ourselves, we can go any direction with this. So if we're connected, boom, boom, ba-da, okay, ba, shoot, boom. So we can go forwards, we can go backwards. Boom. So this is a really great exercise to practice your connection with your partner. So if we're all connected, Tim's arm around my back, my arm connected to somewhere like shoulder blade or back of the arm or something. When Tim moves, I go with. It's kind of like that museum exercise we do at the very beginning of the semester. If Tim walks to the side, I follow because I want to keep that connection as much as possible. I don't want to break that. All right. So let's try that basic together a few different times. Just really think about how you're moving your whole body, and experiment with different directions. A 5, and 6, and 5, 6. Here we go. A back step, shoot, ba-da, hey, da, da, hey, da, hey, ha, ba-da, hey, da, da, ha, ba-da, hey, da, da. Okay. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Shoot. Shoot. Hey. Hey.
It's hard when you don't have music to go with. You
Yeah.
lose track of your feet.
Yeah, definitely put on some music after this and practice. We just don't want to get our video muted for any reason because copyrighted music. But yeah, it does take practice to think about going different directions. If you only think about the basic going our regular way in the circle, then you miss the opportunity to do a bunch of other really cool stuff, like going in a line or doing some other weird turn or something like that. So that's what we really want you to experiment with, is doing that basic. So let's try that one more time. A 5, 6, 5, 6, here we go. A step, triple, a shoot. 5, a step, and triple and step, triple step and step, and triple and step. Shoot, ahead. Hop, 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 further ahead. Hop,
Go, shoot,
ahead. Hop, hop, and hop. Yeah. So, that's talking about the basic. We're gonna deconstruct it just a little bit more, and we're gonna come to this position right here. So it's kind of like our open position, two-handed. So we've got both hands. We want them to be nice and relaxed. Now we want our capes on, so we want our shoulders back, we don't want them hunched over, otherwise this doesn't work. When our capes are on, if Tim moves his arm or something like that, I can feel that. So if like you were to back up, I feel that because my cape is on. If my cape's not on and Tim does the same thing, then my arm goes, but the rest of my body doesn't. And we want to be completely connected. So we have this hand connection, it's nice and loose, but we still have a full hand connection. We're gonna come a little bit closer so you can see this full hand connection. So full fingers, boom, that's a good angle.
yeah,
So for full finger connection, we don't want to do any sort of like hook or anything like that. We want like full hand connection right there. We want this sort of connection. We want it to be really strong so that like, if necessary, we could really put some weight onto
see
it.
that, can you do that again?
Like that. That's how strong we want your hand connection to be at all times. But we want your arms to be loose, nice and loose. Yep. So when we're connected like this, if you start going side to side, weight on one foot, weight on the other foot, I can feel that movement. Let's do it, let's see, we angle this way. Let's do it this way. So we step, and step, and step.
Step.
So what I'm doing is I'm actually feeling Tim's weight change from one foot to the other. Because our whole bodies are connected through this connection, I can actually feel that. I can feel his body move. Followers, this is a great exercise that I really, really like to close my eyes for. Because obviously, like, I can see my partner. I can always rely on what my partner is, like, doing visually. But if I close my eyes, then it really tests, am I actually feeling it? So we want you to try this. So connected with your partner, you want your arms to be really nice and loose. We want them to be as loose as possible and still hold on with that hand. So shoulders back, and then leaders step back and forth. Followers try to figure out, like feel which foot your partner's on, and then you should switch. This is a great exercise for both partnerships. So you can step and step. So I'm still feeling which foot Tim is on, just back and forth. So let's show it this way. Now because Tim's whole body is moving, we don't need tension in the arms. We're going to talk about that in a second. But I can actually feel his whole body move to the left or the right. And that tells me which foot to be on. There. So that was the trick. You can try holding for longer. Or going faster or slower. Okay. So, let's see, let's talk about a triple step next. So you can do the same thing with a triple step. You don't just have to go from side to side. So we can go a triple step, a triple step, a triple step. And so what that takes is your whole body moving for that triple step. We talked about it being down into the ground, but when you start it, you can't just like be down and then put your feet lower. So you triple step, triple step, a triple step. So there's a little bit of a prep to a triple step. If you're really, really breaking it down and thinking about it, And so I can feel that if my partner's doing that. A triple step. A triple step. Let's see, we turn this way. A triple step. A triple step. A triple step.
Important thing to note about this, I'm not just doing this with my hands, I'm doing the prep up with my whole body.
Can you, let's do it this way so I can see you do it.
So, a triple step. A triple step.
I don't think you can see my hand.
A triple step.
So it almost makes a little kind of wavy pattern. A triple step, a triple step, a triple step, a triple step. Yeah. So I want to think up, but then all of my steps are down. Up and down to down. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. So you can do that back and forth with your partner. A triple step. 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 Yeah. A triple step. Yeah. Now the clearer you make it through your whole body, the clearer it's going to be for your partner. Like if Tim's doing it really nice and clearly and I just kind of shuffle, then it's not very clear that I'm actually understanding what's happening or following what's happening or anything like that. Same thing. If my moves are really clean and Tim's are just kind of shuffly, then I can't really feel what's going on and I'm just kind of doing my own thing. So now you can mix these with the step. So if we do our basic step, we go a step and triple step and step and 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 step and triple and step and step and triple step. Yeah, so that's how it ties into our basic step. We're using that mechanic all the time in Lindy Hop. This is something that comes from Kevin St. Laurent and Joe Hoffberg. So if you want more of this type of stuff, this technical, like really thinking about connecting with your partner, they have an online resource called iLindy, and it's really great. And they talk about a lot of connection stuff on there, very similar to
I
this.
believe it's also on sale right now. Normally it's like $30 a month or something like that. Right now it's $20 a month. So
Yeah,
if you're bored and you want more swing dance goodness, I definitely recommend checking it out.
for sure. Yeah. All right, so we can take this into a rock step too. Now a rock step, you're communicating to your partner in a different direction, and so our tension has to change. We've been super loose the whole time. And for a rock step, boom, that tension comes up. We went from here, down here, to up here to communicate, that's the word, communicate that rock step. And so that's why we always want to be relaxed. We always want to have that really nice and relaxed connection, because then when Tim does want to say something, or I do want to say something, I can actually feel it and understand it, instead of, if we're always here, then you're just kind of shoving your partner around and it's not that comfortable. So we're here, that tension comes up a little bit and back.
And notice our hands are actually staying in the same place. I'm raising my arms and sort of pushing back,
Boom.
but our hands stay right beneath that painting to the back.
Back, step. Yep. So I'm matching that tension, and when Tim pushes away, that pushes me back too. So Tim is sending his body backwards and giving me a little push, and I'm doing the same thing. Back, step. Back, step. Yeah.
Back.
So this is something you can add in now. So we can go back, step, a triple step, 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 triple step, and back, step, and triple step, 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 triple step, and back, step, a triple step, 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 a triple step, and back, a triple, and step, step, and triple step. Yeah, so let's all try that together. With that back step starting, triple step, 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 triple step. All right? And 5, and 6, and 5, 6. Here we go. And back, step, a triple step, a step, step, a triple step, and back, step, a triple step, 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 triple step, and back. A triple, and step, step, triple, and back. And triple, and step, step, triple step, and back. A triple, and step, step, triple, and back. And triple, and step, step, triple step, and back. And triple, and step, step, triple, and back. Step, triple, and step, step, triple step. Yeah. So if you have any questions about any of this so far, don't be afraid to go ahead and comment and let us know, and then we can answer it. But this is how you connect with your partner. So Lindy Hop is made up of all step, step, and triple steps. And like little puzzle pieces that we can put together. Our basic puzzle is a step, step, a triple step, a step, step, and a triple step. But we can mix those up. Like 6 count is step, step, triple step, triple step. So all of Lindy Hop is just kind of mixing up that pattern and then seeing what comes out. And so because we can feel what each other, ideally, we can feel what each other's feet are doing because of how our weight is moving, and we're actually committing our weight to one side or the other. That's how, like, especially as a follower, I can follow things that I've never seen before because I can feel what my partner's doing. And then I can go, oh wow, like I had no idea what I just did there.
Clear, concise leading is something that I've heard most advanced followers care most about. It's not about fancy moves. It's not about like cool combos. It's about having something clear to work with. Because if you just have a very solid basic and a couple moves in your pocket, if they want to do something else, they'll be able to throw it in on their own, and you won't even need to signal it.
No, seriously, like if the basic step feels good and it's relaxed, like I could do a basic step for an entire song. Like it's not, I don't have to do any sort of like crazy fancy turns. And a lot of times I think people lead so many fancy turns and crazy things. Like sometimes I just want to like chill out in a basic and maybe do some variations and things like that. All right. So now that we've talked about connecting with our partner, let's bring that back into our basic. A step, and a triple, and step, step, triple step. So this might feel a little bit different than what we were just doing, but hopefully it feels a little bit more comfortable because we've got more connection. So when we were here, you literally only had your hands to connect to your partner, but here, you've got that full arm and back connection. And so I can feel Tim's whole body move a lot better than just through the hands. So let's try applying that back to our basic. And 5, and 6, and 5, 6, here we go. And back, step, triple, and step, step, triple step, and back, step,
A triple,
and step, step, triple step, and back, step, triple step, and step, and triple, and step, triple, and step, step, triple, and back, and triple, and step, step, a triple step, and back, and triple, step, back, down, down, yeah. So that applies to all of our moves, not just our basic. We just wanted to talk about our basic, just having flow, but also being able to read what your partner's doing and connect. When we start out, I don't think we mentioned this, when we usually start out a dance, we start out in closed position and we jockey back and forth. A step, a step, a step, a step. This helps us get on that same page. So it's this exercise we just did, step and step, but in closed position. And so doing this at the beginning of the dance helps me figure out what the music's doing, what my partner's doing. And so then when we do start, boom, and back, step. We already have that connection established, so it's not just like, okay, I've never danced with you before, go ahead and swing out. And I don't know what's gonna happen. So having that connection from the beginning really helps. So if we start off with some jockeying, on forward, and back, and forward, and back, and head. Come, here we go. And back, and forward, shoot. Remember, we can go any direction. Go. Up, hey, down, get up, shoot. Up, hey, down, get up, shoot. Up, hey, down, get up, shoot. Up, hey, Let's see. Any questions so far? If there are any questions, feel free to put them in the comments so we can answer. We're getting a little techniquey on you, so this is a little bit of like, we're not learning moves or anything. We're learning how to make the moves we have even better.
I feel real good.
Is there anything else?
Um,
I think so. I think that was all we had. Yeah, so we really just want you to be mindful of like moving your whole body together, moving those triple steps.
Please make sure you're signaling with your whole body when you're taking a rock step or a triple step, not just with your arms.
Yes. Moving your whole body. And we want you to just keep moving. Part of dancing is all about flow. So we don't ever just want to like, boom, and stop, and go, and stop. We want to think about step, step, move, 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 step, step, and moving, move, 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 move. Okay. So we're pretty much wrapping this up. It doesn't look like there's any questions. So once we get off, once we turn the live stream off, put on a song and just dance to it. Try it just by yourself. Just try step, step, triple step, 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 triple step, or maybe just all step, steps, or maybe just all triple steps or something like that. And just think about how your body's actually moving and moving from one foot to the other. I think that's all we got for you today. Thanks for joining us. It was fun to get a little techniquey with everybody. So we hope you had a good time and that you're staying safe and healthy.
Yeah, try to enjoy that warm weather.
And we'll see you next time.